Those who failed to get out of the friend zone, how did your relationship play out afterwards? I rejected one of my best friends that I used to be in love with and she didn't like that. I met my friend Jean 3 years ago at a rec soccer league, and I was pretty infatuated with her from the beginning. Another guy in the league, Leo, also liked her, and we were part of the same group of friends that got together at this league. After over a year, our friendships deepened, and I honestly fell more in love with her too. I was hesitant about damaging our friendship, but I came clean and asked her if she wanted to explore something more. She told me she loved me as a friend but wasn't into me like that since she didn't want to get into a relationship at the time. So, even though my heart was broken, I moved on. Less than 2 months later, she started dating Leo, and it became clear to me that she wasn't necessarily avoiding relationships but just didn't want me. I think all my romantic feelings for her ended right that moment since I'm the type of person that wants the same excitement and feelings for a partner that I give to her. No big deal, I was honestly happy for her. We were still good friends, but I left the league because my professional life picked up. I was promoted to CFO for my company, and I just didn't have the time for it. We still joked and texted all the time, and Jean and Leo even came out with me, my friends, and sister to party and have some nights out. Jean even became good friends with my sister, which I was happy to see because I'm happy to see my sister surround herself with great people. A few months ago, Jean and Leo broke up, which came as a surprise to everyone because they seemed great together. I've been finding out in the past several weeks from Jean and my sister that Leo was abusive. He had been emotionally, psychologically, and even physically abusive almost the entire time they were together. She even had pictures of the bruises on her body and everything. I feel terrible for her, and she's been spending more time with us, and I think she's well on the path to recovery. Last weekend, we were drinking some wine in my kitchen, goofing around. She was teasing me about the last few girlfriends I've shown and even doing an impression of some. I was pretty tipsy, and my kitchen is tiny so we were naturally gravitating towards each other. I didn't think anything of it, but at one point she initiated a kiss. We kissed for maybe 7 to 10 seconds before I put a stop to it. I tried to defuse the situation by joking about how strong the wine is. She agreed, laughed about it, and went home. Early the next morning, she was at my doorstep and wanted to talk. She said she was in love with me and that we could start what we should have started when I confessed to her years ago. I told her I love her as a friend, but I don't see her romantically like that, and it wouldn't be a good idea. She seemed incredibly hurt and asked if it's because I rejected her, and I told her it wasn't, but I don't think she believed me. To be honest, it probably is the reason. As I mentioned earlier, unless someone is as excited about me as I'm into them, I lose interest in them romantically. And for me, once I lose that, it's impossible to get it back. I probably have issues, but that's just how I am. However, in no way am I trying to purposely punish her. Now, even my sister is texting me and giving me a hard time. She sees it as her friend who was manipulated into a relationship when she wasn't ready for it by a narcissist and then abused. She's accusing me of being vengeful and petty with someone who's my soulmate because she got manipulated into a relationship and chose someone else over me. My sister has also dated some a-holes in the past, so I think she's just seeing it from Jean's perspective, which I don't fault her for. I reached out to Jean to see if she's okay, but she said she needs time, and it's possible we should never see each other again. I think this is super hypocritical since I continued to be a good friend when she rejected me. I don't know what to do here. I truly do love her platonically. Should I try to explore if there's romantic potential here? I'm about to lose a friend and also potentially ruin my close relationship with my sister.